He has got...
There's a Kaiju, there's an Instant Fusion.
There's a Living Fossil.
Does he have a Gookie?
He's got Bear Hug.
Does he have a real Gookie?
I don't think so.
Well, he wouldn't
He must
use Instant Fusion if he doesn't have a play, so we'll just see how this goes. Okay, cool.
He tributes Goki Bear Hug.
Oh, and maybe he'll summon that one back.
Oh, he passes on Bear Hug.
Oh, very, very bad opening hand for Steven then. Just passing on a monster. He looks like he might just get OTK'd for this
Piers
game.
has got Armageddon Knight, Dark Grepher.
2 allures by the look of it.
It looks like it. I think he's got a Malicious in hand, unfortunately, so there's not a lot of Thunder Dragon access. However, he can pitch the Malicious.
Dark Grepher, yeah. Oh, he's going to use the Armageddon Knight anyway.
That will probably send Zephyros.
Yep. Looks like that's what he's going to go for.
And then Grepher, pitch Malik to special.
Yep.
And
if this was like a hero deck, we would say right now that it's donezo, but
I still think it's
probably done anyway, yeah. So he'll link 2. No, he'll really link 2?
He'll link 2 to Wee Witch Apprentice.
Okay. Use malicious effects.
Could be trying to go for game.
Yep, Steven probably might even just... Oh, well, there's no time limit for this match, so...
No, exactly.
I guess there's nothing wrong with not scooping it up. Might as well just have him play it out, see if he'll do anything wrong. Isn't there a Guhi that does something in the hand? He could search that off the Bear Hug.
Octostretch.
Yeah.
Another Armageddon Knight and Danger Jackalope.
And banishes the Armageddon Knight.
Activates another Allure of Darkness.
Draws the
Matrix and Instant Fusion, so this is game.
Yeah, he got another extender. Set the Instant Fusion, activate the Jackalope.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And the Jackalope gets discarded.
And Jackalope special summons a snake from his deck.
Is there any summon Nessie? Yeah.
Any danger?
It's any danger.
Okay.
So to summon the 2/8 beta.
Yep.
Man, this makes me want to pick up Thunder Dragon Dangers, to be honest. I was nearly.
He has the Zephyros.
Yeah.
The Zephyros he sent returns Nessie. Triggers again.
And he'll hit the Nessie. So now that'll trigger. Nessie will summon? Or search.
Adds a Chupacabra to his hand.
And then he'll probably use that one. Yep. So now another dice roll.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And hits the
Chupacabra summons one from graveyard.
So now the Nessie just comes back out anyway. But he got an extra couple cards in his graveyard.
Yeah. The only way I see this going is Borrow Sword Dragon. Thunder Dragon Colossus, Fairy Tail. Oh, he doesn't have Fairy Tail Snow access.
He doesn't need it.
I don't think so. Oh, he does.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's going to do it anyway.
He does. Yeah, looking in the chat, the format is. I think we can all say it's a pretty garbage format.
Well, it's not much you can do, right?
No.
Yep. So Piers is going to continue comboing off.
I think there's a lot of big problems with the format. Firewall Dragon, Soul Charge.
Neither of these cards should just exist. There's really just a lot of cards that just should not exist right now.
Yeah,
no point sending Lau any energy for this game 1. This game's done. It just comes down to game 2 and 3. Can he bring it back with his sideboard cards? Can they make the difference? Piers is just reading everything, making sure that he gets his combo correct. Summon Thousand Eyes Restrict to take the Gookie. He'll link into a Link 3.
Decode Talker.
Yep. And he will summon the Fairy Style Snow in that zone, and that would probably be enough for lethal. I think. I don't remember how much Curious is.
Curious is 24.
So 24, 32s.
However, he can add Octo Stretch to his hand
yeah, he
to
can add the
half
Octo
a damage.
But he can potentially negate it with the Decode Talker. So would he theoretically have to use it on the first attack?
Does Octo Stretch doesn't target. So I think, yeah.
It's just the does Decode prevent targeting effect?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
But he had too much.
Scooped it up. On to game 2.
Going to the next game.
Yeah, so Piers will take game 1. Side decks now come into play. Steven assumingly would choose to go first.
Yeah, and I think Piers just takes a loss. I think Piers fortunate to no combo.
Yeah, it was with the no hand traps in the deck. It was just really lucky that, not really lucky, but like Steven just didn't have the combo. He only opened extenders by the look of it, like Insuffusion, Living Fossil. Just couldn't get there.
Had the wrong Goki.
And I feel like this matchup is kind of either Steven just FTKs with his deck, like not literally FTKs, but you know, sets up an unbeatable board against Piers. Any other thing that happens would be Piers winning, I think. Like I think if it gets past like turn 3, I think Steven just loses. But then again, with the Thunder Dragon deck, I don't even know if there would be something like a turn 3 or a turn 4 because it just FTKs anyway.
Yeah.
So it's really, I guess, a strange matchup.
I missed the 200th format.
Both on Steven playing the combo if he had Dragoness. Yeah, that would he. Would the how would he have? Would that because you could reborn it off Living Fossil? Is that how?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess that could have been theoretically a thing, yeah, but then he would have been using a lot of resources to get to that, and then you might still be able to get the combo done, but I feel like you'd be in a bad spot.
I also feel like
I don't even know if you'd get the
Raijin is just a safer pick. Like, it's better going second against the Thunder Dragon deck.
Yeah, it does more than just is a summon thing. It also lets you like play through particular boards, like just instant fusion, book the Colossus. Like it just creates something pretty big. Any thoughts on the lore? For that one, you might have to ask Liam in particular. I'm not so much adverse in it.
Stop it, please.
Okay, he just says stop, I guess. He doesn't have any thoughts on it. Happens.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I like doing it like this.
Just shuffling it all up. Steven's already ready and thinking about how he's going to play the next game probably. Piers gives him the deck. And we assume Steven will like to go first.
We'd assume so. Magic Midbreaker Field, Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion.
Impermanent.
That's a
Shade
Phantom
Brigandine,
Knight.
yeah. Depends on the 6th card. Purely comes down to that 5th card, sorry. Is that...
That's Cold by the
Spell.
Grave.
No, I was cracking my neck.
There's Midbreaker.
So I think Steven's deck has possibly failed him.
He has 2 Warriors.
He does? Wait, what's this? Oh, the Shade Brigandine, right, of course. I keep forgetting that card exists. Yep, so now...
Summons a soul.
He's just going to read it. I'm not sure what Piers has in his hand. There'll definitely be no hand traps.
Piers has got Thunder Dragons, Danger Nessie. I see a lot of Thunder Dragons and a Danger Nessie. So there's a soul. The second effect will come. I think he'll send.
Probably just send the one, or will he send any more?
Yeah, he sends the 1.
Yeah.
Summon Karibo.
Yep, so Octostretch comes out.
Also unfortunate here that he has no other... He doesn't have a third monster. He summons that, grabs the headbat. Does he have a revival for the Octostretch to summon the headbat and continue the combo?
Yeah. Sorry about the instant fusion without paying the LP cost. Our buttons to change the life points aren't working at the moment. Just trying to get that fixed just for you. But yep, so Steven's currently on 7,000. And he's also down game 1. They've got that on the right one there. I'll try to get that fixed up. And also Piers won game 1.
Oh right, it hasn't
game 1.
hasn't normal summoned, so he gets twist.
So Steven lost game 1.
And continues the combo from there. Rematch revives 2.
Oh, that's 1. And there we go. Alright, so life totals are back on track. And the game is back as well. So now correctly shows that Piers won the first game. And we can focus back on the gameplay.
There's a Firewall Dragon.
So now Mermaid likely to come out. Chain 1 Mermaid, Chain 2 Firewall, I assume. Don't know if he's going to make any other difference. Ibley comes out. That could be shuffled up. Steven will draw a card. There was another spell card. I didn't quite see which one it was though.
Can't see Steven's hand.
Yeah, he's probably just going to think about where he wants to go with the combo next. While Piers' hand does look interesting, but obviously has no interaction. But there could be interaction if the dangers get discarded off a Gumbler.
I don't think we get to Gumbler though.
You think he'll just make like a Tri-Gate extra link board?
I don't think this board will be very imposing.
Yeah. If he can draw into the Soul Charge, maybe. So give him Ibley.
He has...
Here's reads Ibley to make sure he knows what
Yeah,
he
I
can
think
do
this
to
is
out
just
it.
Cerberus, Firewall.
He's not playing Mermaid, so he can't just instantly add it. So Steven will set 1 and pass turn. So yeah, definitely not the opening that he would have wanted either game. Now we'll just see if Piers can like capitalize on this and just go for the kill, I guess. His deck seems, I don't know about a lot more consistent, but like this is his 4th game on our stream now, and he's opened what we think to be insane every game. So just thinking what to do. Steven does not look that very happy, which you can't really blame him. Tribute summons one of the Thunder Dragon monsters just to out the Ibley so we can actually start to play. The Firewall, he didn't use the Firewall bounce, did he?
No.
So that'll still be in a play.
Pitches Thunder Dragon, Raw.
Summon on Nessie, draw a
Let's
card.
see, draws Thunder Dragon.
Does this discard his cost?
Steven just reading the Thunder Dragon card. Well, make sure he knows what it's doing.
Indicator called by the grave.
1 second.
Just got to keep in mind as well, the mid break is still in play. So he would not be able to use Firewall in the main phase, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So if there's
Was the called by the grave.
Yep.
He cannot activate the effect, no. He pitches Thunder Dragon, gets 2 more Thunder Dragons. I don't think Firewall.
If he can out the Firewall in the main phase, it doesn't make much of a difference anyway, I guess.
No, he can. How do we out it in the main phase is the question without targeting.
Without targeting, yeah.
Especially
when the Cerberus is in play, I guess.
Looking at Piers' deck list, I'm not really seeing anything. He could make Borrow Load Dragon and have that unaffected by the Firewall and steal the Firewall himself.
Yeah, he could do that. He could make something like a Decode to protect. Or he could always Kaiju it if he decided the Kaiju's in. The one Kaiju that he plays in the side deck, that is.
Mothman. Draw 1. Another Mothman.
There's another Mothman. There's a lot of dangers in this list. 3 Jackalope, 3 Nessie, 3 of the Snake, 3 Chupa, and 3 Mothman. So he's got the 15 lineup. No Thunderbird.
Yeah.
No Bigfoot.
No Bigfoot.
And is that it? And he's got
the
none.
dog. And the dog.
Oh yeah, and the Dogman. Or whatever it's called, yeah. And
Yeah.
none of the spells or traps either. So it's just the 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 with 5 of them. So here comes Curious. Just going to use the effect Chain 1, Chain 2, a Thunder Dragon effect by the look of it. Like one of the Thunder Dragon monsters. So he's going to add the Fusion spell, possibly by the look of it. Yep. So, and the snow goes to the grave. Doesn't really do too much in terms of the on the summon effect right now, but just like we said before, triggering the effects, just huge. Then getting the extra monster. He mills 3, 2 spells, and dragons by the look of it. Obviously, Steven's got no responses with the 3 cards in his hand, as he mains no hand traps, sides the 2 Imperm to Ash Blossom. Obviously, can't use Imperm, he would have set it, and you wouldn't realistically side in them anyway going first.
No.
Have you used that one yet?
Yeah, but it's not like the 10, is it?
No, the dangers.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Just making sure he knows what the dangers do. Which is fair enough, because they all have like a lot of text. Got to make sure you know what each one does. Just going to activate the fusion spell. Nope. Just going to keep it set for now.
So it's the Good Games Championship.
What he can do, he can fuse for the Thunder Dragon Titan, shuffling back Thunder Dragons, then pitch the Thunder Dragon to target the mid-breaker. That will you'd think that might force the Fireball Dragon in the main phase, and then continue the play, and you have the battle phase. Borreload Dragon the Fireball, I guess, and puts Piers in a very good position. I think he's in a very good position as we are.
Obviously, you can't use the Firewall on the Curious, right? Unless there's not really anything too relevant in the graveyard. But
no, Firewall Dragon on Curious will either add back Instant Fusion or Gold Sarcophagus.
Yeah.
And both of them cards just let Piers continue to play.
Yep, just reading mid-breaker, making sure he knows what's going to happen with that one.
Mid-breaker being a part of the format, I find that to be oppressive, ridiculous. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I'm not a fan of a lot of cards. Well, not a lot of cards, but just, you know, the ones that everyone's not a fan of, like Firewall, and so on. But yeah, mid-breaker, just to be able to go first and just activate it and then just have 2 warriors and just win the game. Like, it just, I don't want to be that guy that says fun and interactive, but yeah, it kind of does ruin the whole interactive part of it. Yeah, because if it was me at this event, I'd probably just be playing, you know, pure striker like I have been. Builder lists, probably not expecting Thunder Dragon. Like, you would have expected 1, maybe.
Yeah. It's actually kind of amazing how many different decks we've seen here.
Yeah, like, we've only got 2 of the pure striker, and everything else is a one-off, right? From what I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a Trickstar striker, but it's still pretty big difference in engine. Like, it's an extra. It's like half the deck is different. At least, like, there's a lot of variance, but
why did we not trigger Titan?
must be saving it for later.
It's not.
So, Snake hits the field.
Phoenix. Oh, he could just be doing what I said earlier, making the Borreload Dragon and taking the Fireball.
It is a big possibility.
I don't think I'm the biggest fan of that play.
If he can do it in a way where he still has other cards other than the Borreload, then it would be alright. But if you're just using everything you got now for like a 1 Borreload, it's like stealing the Firewall. It's, depending on how bad Steven's hand is, it's not really a good board to put yourself on either.
Yeah.
He could link, like, is Borreload 2 monsters?
Yes, it's
Yeah, and Borrelsword. Yeah, so like, you could theoretically use like the Curious and the Snake. He's just going to go into battle phase by the look of it.
Borreload Dragon is also 3+ effect monsters.
3++. Okay.
I haven't used Borreload Dragon since YCS Sydney.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I haven't touched the card in a long time. Melbourne, you mean, yeah?
Yeah, since YCS Melbourne, sorry.
Yeah, I would have played it when I came back to the game in like February for like a month on Pendulums, and then I haven't touched the card since, especially not since Borrelsword came out.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of Bomber Dragon when I was thinking of a 2 monster Link 4. So I'm so used to playing that because I was playing that in the Pure deck. So Guki hits the field due to Firewall.
Yep. I feel we've said that a lot in Steven's games.
Yeah, just not just X card being summoned.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. This has been a pretty long turn, but obviously there's no time limit, and as long as he's still doing things, which he is, there's not going to be an issue. Our judge is standing right over them, so not going to be a problem. So the Fairytale Snow will come out, and he'll put it into the zone that Curious is pointing to. Won't use the effect by the look of it on the Gookie. Not sure if it makes that much of a difference. He's going to link 3 into Unicorn. And he'll shuffle back the... What would you shuffle back in this scenario? He's going to go with the Firewall. I'm not sure.
Probably would have shuffled back the Goki myself.
That's what I'm thinking as well. He's got Eagle Booster and Instant Fusion in his hand. Draws for turn.
It's a spell card.
If he drew Soul Charge or something,
Uh,
it probably won't be, but...
Is it another Instant Fusion?
Was it? No, it's DDR. It's okay, so it's the equip spell, discard a card, summon a banished monster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I would have shuffled back the Goki.
Yeah. Because now we can summon back a warrior.
But Piers has no.
Yeah, it's true. So I'll summon back a sold. Well, yeah, I guess you could just use a sold effect and get another card anyway. So you could discard the Phoenix Blade off that as well, so we'll really get him back into the game. Due to Piers not having any interaction outside of the snow, it hurts him a lot. Like Curious and Unicorn isn't really going to do much against this kind of board. You need things like the Thunder Dragon Fusion monsters. The snow is still relevant in like the battle phase and whatnot.
Oh no, the mid-break is still on the field, yeah.
The mid-break is main phase only, so it could still come into play.
I think at the end of this we'll see a lot of blue cards in Stevens Field.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was going to say next. It might just be a 5 link monster field.
Yeah, I didn't see I thought the mid-break was off field.
Yeah, I thought that when the Titan should have triggered earlier in Piers' turn. It's probably when it should have been removed from the field, but I guess he just didn't activate the effect. Yeah, we did state that, you know, it's not... If it's going to be all blue cards, it's not going to make that much of a difference. So he makes Borrelsword Dragon. He's going to add 2 searches to his hand. There's no more targets for instant fusion. That card's dead now. Summon Suprex, activate the effect. Summon Bear Hug. Steven's just got to remember about the snow during the battle phase. If he tries to enter the battle phase using the Borrelsword, it actually is relevant. How much will Need a Fiber cost if released, do you guys reckon? Depends on how it's released.
Yeah,
if it's a secret in a core set, 100 plus. If they short print it, 150 plus. If it's released in some side set, might be cheaper, might be the same, but depends how. It could be a rare, you know, like for some reason they might decide to do that. Not that they will, but
I don't think the TCG is ever getting Crystron Needle Fiber.
I hope that we get it in like 3 years from now when it would not matter anyway, and there's a new type of monster. That card can just, you know, if they're willing to make Patchwork wait however long they did, I'm sure they can do it the same with Needle Fiber.
It's now on 40.
It's on 42, right? 42.
So the Curious leaves the field.
So that's 42 over Curious.
Borrelsword attacks the Unicorn.
You haven't activated the effect.
Exactly with that before. That's why I was still okay.
Let the effect to switch. You have to switch.
Oh,
I'm not too sure what's happening here.
And 42 over...
So now that will attack the unicorn, and that will go through.
Isn't he on 11? Because he's hardly attacked.
Oh, 11. Sorry, my bad. I thought he was 12. So 33.
So 33. Oh, maybe.
Oh, okay, so unicorn was half the attack, so Super X will deal 700.
Yeah, because I.
Super X 18. I think Super X. So then there would have been 3k with Boral Sword on the Curious, right?
Yeah.
So it would have been 3-7. Now attacks again for what would not be lethal because it'd be on 4-2.
Yes.
So he'd be down to 100.
Piers is going to Fairy Tale
Snow,
Snow.
so he will live on 100 life, right?
If he summons the Snow in defense, he doesn't take the damage, right?
No, he'll just book the Bear Hug, which has an attack jet.
Yes, but he summons the Snow in defense mode as well.
Yeah, but like Stephen can't attack with anything else, is what I mean.
His Boral Sword to attack twice.
It already has attacked twice. It attacked the Curious and then it attacked directly for 4-2, putting him on 100.
I thought the Bear Hug attacked the Unicorn. I could be wrong. Piers is triggering some Thunder Dragons though. Probably am wrong.
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure that Piers is on 100 life now because the attack that was 4200 went through. Or maybe he's doing it now, so then the Boral Sword attack is stopped. But nah, it looks like yeah, so he did do it in front of the Boral Sword attack, so it negates both attacks, so he's on 4-3. I thought he let the Boral Sword attack go through. That's what it looked like to me, but obviously that's not the case. So set 1.
In Piers' hand, we see Matai on the Time Lord.
So, for those who are unaware, what exactly does Matayan do?
So you normal summon it without. It's a level 10 normal summonable monster. When it attacks, you take no battle damage and can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. At the end of the battle phase, if it attacks, return as many monsters as possible on the field to the hand. And if you do, inflict 300 damage to your opponent.
Okay. And during your standby, returns to the deck. Okay.
Could be risky because there's a Super X. There are 2 Googies here.
Yeah,
one of them Super X.
You never really want to return 2 Googies to the hand, but it just depends on what Steven still has left in his extra deck.
Yeah, and Goki goes through a fair bit of their extra deck, and he's only playing one Ice Hold.
So the Time Lord will come out. Gonna attack the Super X. Use Boral Sword on the
Boral Sword changes its defense. Smart. Yeah. Very smart by Steven.
It's only main phase.
And now the
Dragon Dark.
Dragon Dark will come out. And not sure what he's going to do here. Possibly make the underclock. But just purely for a link, like underclock isn't really going to do much this turn now that it's main phase 2. And keep in mind the mid break is still on the field as well. He's just thinking about what he's going to do exactly. He's got what, another 2 cards in his hand, I think, from what I can see. Yep, 2 cards.
Yes, he's got a Dangerous Tsuchinoko. And
So he fuses to the Colossus.
Colossus comes out, searches with the Dragon Dark, searches Raw.
Steven's just got the 1 card in hand and the 1 card set.
That's a very good point, actually, Finn.
It must have been fixed up because they did stop for a little bit and talk to the judge. I think it might have been just accepted game state. I'm not too sure.
Could have been. We've got Titan. Suit.
Snake will activate.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And he hits the snake.
And it summons itself because a card's
Either
crazy.
way, it's going to hit the field. Got to keep on buffing them level 3 decks, eh? Maybe one day they'll make Burning Abyss relevant, like properly relevant again. They just keep on giving them extenders.
Apparently there's some card in Japan that's pretty good. I don't know.
It's looking like he might make the Wind Witch. Nope, this is going to banish the fusion spell.
What does that search in this situation?
You just got to find a way to
Maybe another dark.
non-targeting removal out the Boral Sword.
Even if it's non-targeting, it doesn't matter because Midbreaker says they can't be destroyed either.
Those can't be. Yeah, well, you got to get a way around the mid-breaker, basically.
Midbreaker is crazy.
Now, there could be some non-targeting removal, like I don't know. Surely he just whips out an Ignister or something for the boys. I don't know. That's what he must be thinking now. He's looking like he might make a Borreload in main phase 2, so it's not going to do too much. But it can just create a threat on the board that you can't out just by attacking it with Boral Sword, right?
Okay, he passes.
With all of his monsters in defense mode, not exactly too much damage-wise that Steven can do. The snow will be back in the grave.
He already used his battle phase.
No, he's saying pop it in main phase 2. Saying mid-breakers are in there.
Yeah.
So Bear Hug gets flipped. Rhoda gets activated.
Adds another Gonki.
Yep. Twist Cobra this time to his hand. He's going to give his deck to Piers. Normal summon Cobra. And let's see where he goes from here. So the Tri-Gate will be made.
I'm not sure that I might have like only 2.
Still how many you have.
And it will resolve 3 searches, or 2? 3. He's going to go for all 3. Battle phase. Also attacks Colossus.
So you're taking this.
And the Tri-Gate will double the damage if it goes through, but it's not going to be the case. 7, Snow will hit the field in defense mode. Adds Raw to his hand. And seems to be the only effect that resolves. Also will kill that Thunder Dragon. Trigate will kill the Fairy Tale Snow. I wonder if he's going to try to make the Trigate co-linked into 3. No, never mind. Draws a turn, card destruction. Just going to straight up drop the card destruction. Steven's going to go 4 cards down and draw another 4. 2 cards for Piers. He's got an Allure and I think it's a Time Lord. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, the Soul Charge definitely wouldn't surprise me if you drew that. He's pretty deep into the deck already. Another 4 cards. Yep, there's the Time Lord and there's the Allure. Draws a Snake and a Jackalope. So either way, that's kind of bad because you can't use a danger by itself.
Jackalope summons from thing, doesn't it?
Don't you need to have another card in hand?
Nope.
Okay, yep, so with this card. Just checking if all these targets are banished. No. So it's just
Super card, bro.
in defense. It's curious as to what Steven drew, to be honest. He's got the 6 cards in the grave, and then the snow on top.
Yeah.
So you'd have to banish 1 from the field. So the Time Lord attack, Boros Lord changes, and he'll pass turn. So there's a World Legacy Succession in the hand of Steven.
Another extend.
I saw a trap. Oh, yep, that's scoop. So game 3. Going to game 3.
Piers is scooping it up.
So it all comes down to game 3.
It all comes down to this. Hey, Jonah.
Oh, man.
There's no time, right?
No, there's no time.
Yeah,
So
I'm pretty sure there's no time.
Finn saw the Soul Charge, apparently. Of course he drew the Soul Charge. Alright.
Can we ban Steven?
The whole sequencing I did was just really
So the prize for winning is $500 store credit and a free flight to any international YCS
In the next year.
in the next year. Yeah, which is pretty good.
And then second place will get $800 store credit. So either way, you're getting a lot of value. First place, obviously, a lot better. Free flight anywhere. European event, American event, if you're like a masochist, I guess.
No, if you want to win, if you want a guaranteed YCS win, you fly to America.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
Because Americans are free.
Maybe shoulder bag. Yep. Do rate the shoulder bag. I wonder when they're going to bring out like a pristine.
I want a bum bag.
I was going to say I wanted like a body pillow, like of a Yu-Gi-Oh character of your choosing. Like I'm sure. you know someone that might be interested. Anyways, so
What's wrong with that?
oh, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I said I wanted one after all. Yeah, Finn with the fanny pack would be a sight to see.
Do they make like 5 XL fanny packs for Finn?
Oh, come on. Can we not get some bullying on the stream, please?
Can we have some glyphs in the chat, by the way? Glyphs in the chat.
Shout out for Potter Desires Body Pillow. I can't do justice on that one, so if Liam will have to do that one for you.
Potter Desires is the most amazing thing ever. Literally says draw 2 cards.
There you go. There you have it. That's all that you get, apparently.
Pot of Desires.
See, everyone's talking about the shoulder bag, but I'm more keen for the what's the other thing you get? The wall hanger thing.
Oh yeah, the wall hanger. That looks insane.
Yeah. What is it called again officially? I don't remember.
It's like a. We're back.
Come on, man. Don't do me like that, Finn.
Quiet. We're back, and we have. They draw the 6.
5 cards.
5. Yes. Sorry.
So there's.
He's got the 2 danger.
A snake.
Mothman, Matrix, and 2 Thunder Dragons.
Yep.
Oh, is that Chupacabra? Piers is going first.
So he starts with the snake. So either way, we're getting a summon. It's number 6, so reroll. Number 6, so reroll. And number 5. So hits a Thunder Dragon. Snake will hit the field. And he'll draw 1 card.
He draws another danger? He draws another Mothman. So he's got Chupacabra, 2 Moth, and Matrix.
Now he's shuffling up his hand for another discard. And he hits the Chupacabra.
Yep.
Yeah.
Draw
Summons a
1,
moth, draw
and
1.
he draws Armageddon.
And the fun properly begins now.
Here we go. Armageddon Knight sends Destiny Hero Malicious.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what Steven would have sided for this matchup going second.
I was talking to him yesterday. He said he sided 2 Imperm, 2 Ash.
Not the Eagle Boosters?
I think he was considering Eagle Booster, but I don't know. It doesn't seem fantastic. I guess it's like fine against Titan.
Yeah, that's mainly what I was considering. Just like to save yourself from like just losing to a pop. So the Wind Witch comes out. 3rd Malicious will come into play. Oh well, 2nd one to be summoned, but 3rd with the copy of the card. Once he finds it, there we go.
He's just like doing dark stuff though. He needs to like get his Thunder Dragon stuff going.
Yeah, like you're not going to end on a full dark board.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you can end on a board, but it won't really be threatening. You need to have Thunder Dragon monsters to back it up, and he needs to get a way to get to that, which he could just be going straight to Fairytale Snow, so into Curious into Snow.
Oh wait, no, he pitched the Thunder Dragon already, and I'm pretty sure the Thunder Dragon he pitched summons from deck, so I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah. So Steven is thinking. He has an Ash Blossom in his hand, and he lets it go through.
So like, what is he holding the Ash for? I'm actually like kind of confused here.
Yeah. Like, there's no other realistic way. Now he'll mill another 3.
Tits.
There's no... What else would you want to Ash?
I don't know, like, Armageddon Knight Malicious are like pretty good.
Yeah, that or Curious. Like, there's been 3 things that it's like... you could really go for.
But I suck at this game, so I don't know.
Alright. Snow will hit the field, banishing a crap load of monsters.
Is this one the shuffle back round?
Did you see the Ash in Steven's hand, or you just like...
I did, sir. I saw the Ash, yeah.
Okay.
He had an Ash. I think what I thought I saw like 3 spells and then another monster, but not 100%. But I definitely saw the Ash. There's an Engage as well. Just saw that.
Okay. But he can chain block the one that summons that special summons a thunder. Right?
I still can't remember some of the shit that
Was it summoned off its own effect? I can't remember. No, it
There's a
wasn't.
soul charge right there. Here's his deck. Wonder if Stephen was lucky enough to have opened it this game. There are some spell cards.
I suppose that makes sense to like.
Yeah.
But if it gets to a point where he can like chain block it, and I hear that Armageddon Knight card's pretty good.
Yeah, but then I guess just he already had the 2 dangers on the field.
Yeah.
There was like, yeah, unless he has announced costs already.
Probably has instant fusion then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does have the instant. I could be wrong. I could have been wrong. I thought I saw it as well, but I didn't want to say it was that for sure. Just Rajan on the Colossus just seems really strong.
So he has DDR, Octostretch, Ash,
Engage,
Engage,
and one more card. Looks like a spell card, from what I think. So if that's an instant fusion, he could be in. Okay. Ash thinks he saw the incident, yeah. I thought I saw it as well when he first showed his hand.
Steven, stop playing with your hand face down. Let's put your hand to the screen.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that is true.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, that show can make a very good point there. He can theoretically snow the instant. Snow the Raijin. And then just lock him and kill him next turn.
So Underclock comes out, Decode comes out, and he's gonna Ash.
Wow.
On, what did he Ash? The dragon.
Thunder Dragon Dark.
Yeah. And so now he's got 1 card in hand and 3 links on the field. Seems like saving it was pretty good, considering that these links all don't really do anything.
Yeah.
Now it just comes down to can he play through the Fairy Tale Snow, I think. And if he has a mid-breaker, because I know we said the instant before, but if he has the mid-breaker, then that makes it a lot different. He's just going through his extra deck, see what he can make to try to survive, really, at this point. Not having, or unless he has to banish more cards to summon Snow again.
I'm like, it's so insane that he held the Ash so long, though.
Yeah.
If he has it.
It turns out being like huge.
Yeah.
I haven't had enough experience playing against Thunder Dragon decks to know like when to hold it. I probably would have gunned it something a lot earlier.
Yeah. Exactly. That's pretty good.
That's actually good, and he draws for turn. So here we go. Does Steven? Can he play through all this? So it starts with the engage. I assume adding the Hornet drones. Drones make Kagari. Oh, he might make the Kagari just in case he sided in like Eagle Booster or something, because he does have Eagle Booster in the side deck.
Yeah.
So he might want to add back the engage to add the Eagle Booster, and maybe see if he can do something from that. Or he just keeps the token on the field and tries to play with that. Token comes out, and he's going to summon a Gookie.
Oh, no, I meant like, I was trying to do it on this guy. Well, I didn't do it on this guy before, you might already have it.
Just talking about Curious. He's going to link for 2, for the Soul.
I guess I can't use this anymore.
Oh, so something's happening here. Is this something to do with the Curious?
No, it's he wants to snow.
Oh, he wants to snow.
And dies to instant fusion.
5, 6, and he has to banish the Curious or the Decode.
Decode.
Yeah.
Surely. I don't know.
I think if he does have
the
Call by the Grave, and he can't chain it again, he does not have the necessary cards.
Nope.
So that is huge. Now, as long as I don't think the Thunder Dragon effects can do too much here when they're banished. in terms of during Steven's turn?
There's no interaction.
No interaction. Yeah, he might have set up for next turn.
He gets cards, but I don't think there'll be a next turn either.
Yeah, because now Steven knows exactly what's in play.
Yeah.
There's no cards in Piers' hand. All he's got is what's on the field and what he's searching.
Yeah.
So we know exactly what he's got to play through. There's no time limit. He can take his time as long as he doesn't slow play. So adds the fusion spell. And now he can continue playing his field. Just got to be wary of the decode. Don't want to target anything.
Nah, Steven Lau's like the best player. He's insane.
So now you try to make a Tri-Gate board,
Yeah.
attack through, and then negate the Curious, right? But there's nothing in the grave anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, wait, never mind.
Like, I don't
Kill
know.
the
It's
Curious first,
just like kill.
and nothing happens.
He should have like 8k. But I don't know.
If you can out, like, the decode or something, or the Curious without attacking, I think. I don't know if you can put on 8k through a 3-2 decode. Which, I mean, sure, you kill the other two.
Borrow sword.
Yeah, but he's got to just make sure he has all the necessary materials.
Yeah.
Don't want to play too quick, don't want to get into it too quick. So the Phoenix will come out, Gookies will resolve.
Ich bin der best Gonki Spieler.
Some scuffed German for you right there. And rematch comes out, and bear hug.
Ah.
So the 3 more dodges that Piers is still meant to summon Raw. It's summons from Banish or Graveyard, Judgment Sync from previous game. Okay. Yeah, I'm, to be honest, not too sure about how the Thunder Dragon cards work that much. If that happened, like, I don't know, it must have just been miscommunicated, and the judge must have just missed it. Piers obviously himself missed it as well, if he didn't try to fight it.
Was that
unless
like
he did try to fight it and the judge ruled against him.
Was that in game 2?
Yeah, they're saying previous game. So it's like accepted game state at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not too sure.
Unfortunate it wasn't caught when it was.
Yeah. Like if I saw that, or more so if I knew properly what each Thunder Dragon did.
Yeah.
I could have said something, but yeah, I kind of haven't played in the last couple of weeks exactly, so like I know everything except for the Thunder Dragons really well.
But there's also a responsibility on the players as well.
Yeah, like Steven or
It's unfortunate.
Piers,
It is.
they mustn't have noticed it.
Yeah.
I didn't see Piers ever talk to the judge.
It is really unfortunate though,
Do research and then I'll start.
because this game 3 could have not been happening.
It's probably still likely that Steven still would have won though, just because of the mid-breaker Boral Sword combo. I think
Maybe.
it probably would have been. It just might have been a longer game.
We're not going to update the life because both of these decks just kill your opponent straight away.
No, we could just fix the life.
Okay, we are fixing life apparently.
I might as well just get it done. It's just really not a hassle, but like we got to do it individually, piece by piece.
It was worth a shot, come on.
There we go. Okay, that's fixed. Oh no, it's not.
I'm getting mine.
Where's plus 50? Or is there no? There is no plus 50.
There's no plus 50.
Oh, I'll plus 100. Minus 50. There we go. Okay.
That's insane.
So now we can go back to the game. So Steven's done gooky things. Got a firewall on the field, as expected. Activates DDR, discarding the Phoenix Blade to summon back the Assault.
Yep.
Now it's going to link for 3.
This has been like by far the best game of the tournament, though.
Yeah, by far. It's good. I'm really glad that this was the final. Everything else was a lot of nothing, I guess.
Special and 2 suplex.
Yeah, everything else has just really been 2-0 stomps, which is like not a real good viewing experience. Just people want to see interactive games. It's also good because we've been able to showcase off a few decks and how they are when they're powerful, how they get to play when they want to play. But then we've also seen that we can't see how some decks play. So Nash Blossom, Ibly, and was it Octostretch back in hand, or was it Headbat?
That was a Gookie, I think.
It was a Gookie. So now he's just thinking how he wants to combo
I'm
next.
pretty sure it was Octo.
I assume. Also due to the Mermaid, they lose a lot of the attack due to not being Coling. So if you can make like a Coling Boral Sword.
I shouldn't laugh at that, but that's hilarious.
What?
There's so much chance to win this.
The same reason we don't like them using like
Oh god. No racism in this Christian server, please.
And it's not over yet. There is very much a possibility that Steven can make a mistake or not kill him this turn, in which Piers will definitely have an opportunity.
Steven actually doesn't make mistakes. Like his tech play is just so good. There's Boral Sword. He's going to trigger Firewall, so he can attack twice and then just like kill Decode and kill Thingy.
Yep, so he probably has done the math in his head already. Maybe not, because he's reading his own cards.
Boral Sword's like 100k damage every time.
Boral Sword attacks over Decode. So it will gain 16 because I don't think it's original attack. Oh no, how much will it gain? Sorry.
It's on 38, so it'll gain 19.
38. So to gain 19, so he'll be hitting for 3k.
Yeah, Boral Sword Dragon's just like 100k damage every time. It's insane.
And I can just like attack that guy with no PC.
So what are you doing? Sorry, just say.
So he'll attack, kill the Decode, and the Tri-Gate as well will make the Decode weaker. I'm not too sure how much damage is being dealt here. I'd update it if I knew.
Boral does double as well. Because of Tri-Gate.
Super X goes to defense, and he attacks the... And the handshake is there, so Steven wins. And there we have it. Oh yeah, Boral Sword does double damage due to the Tri-Gate.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't beat yourself over it like too hard. It's like a really weird game state.
So there we have it. Piers gets $800 store credit, and Steven is probably now going to force us to go somewhere with him next year.
I don't like Steven Lau, so I'm not Yeah, I don't like him, so yeah, the bear hug thing should have been caught.
I think the bear hug thing did they fix it up?
No.
The bear hug thing didn't make that much of a difference because in the end it was literally just like
I think that
500 damage or something.
I think it still should have been caught.
Yeah,
though.
of course it still should have been caught. Yeah. The judge / the players should have definitely saw it, but I think in the grand scheme of things it didn't make that much of a difference.
I think like these were
the Dragon Roar had more of a possibility.
Yeah.
But again, both players must have missed it. The judge must have missed it. Things like this really do suck, but they happen.
Yeah, everyone missed it.
Everybody actually is curious.
But yeah,
I
I think that's it for our play-by-play coverage now.